there is definitely now a real concern in the industry as to how we're going to make sure that we contribute to being sustainable. And the first thing that I've also noticed in the business is that people who come to meet us here in our office are showing us products which are completely turned towards being sustainable. It has to come from the top. It has to be something that people feel right from the governance of the country, that it needs to flow down. So to me, Singapore is already catching up, on a different level than the rest of its neighbors. Because it has already a level of being aware, which has already implemented rules. And those rules are easier to actually monitor than in other countries. In general, it starts, for example, with the lighting. That one is like a very strong starting point for our green certificate, because now with the LED and what you can do with that, achieve the same resonance in terms of interior design, at the same time achieve the minimum impact on the energy level that is being used. And I must say that we struggle still too much with the fact that we can't compete with the pricing that non-sustainable items give compared to the sustainable items. It's always a bigger expense to manufacture it with a green label than it is not to. In Asia, we don't have choices really to go anywhere else but the country that we are doing the building or the interior design. There's a lot of big import taxes on anything that is coming in from any other country. Already to start with, we start being sustainable and green, because we have to use the products that are in the country, and the labor in the country. So of course you reduce your carbon footprint by doing things like that, and also you promote the local industry. There is no import. So the local sourcing and manufacturing is the only way that you can actually get a project to get off. I'm hoping that in the future it is going to be a hand-in-hand working relationship where something like this will become a norm. I think that it's our only way to go is by becoming inclusive and sustainable. And it's almost, as I mentioned in the beginning, there is going to be a point when there's not going to be any choices, nor should we be given any choices.